Under the leadership of Tony Pulis, Stoke City transformed from a struggling second-tier side to an established Premier League club, reaching an FA Cup final along the way.
There's nobody in Stoke-on-Trent that supports Stoke City Football Club that doesn't owe Tony Pulis a great debt of gratitude. The
direct style of Pulis wasn't to everyone's taste. Last summer he left after 7 years at the helm.
Tony had taken us as far as he could. The brand of football, the style of football we were playing wasn't particularly pleasant to watch.
Mark Hughes was the man identified to take Stoke forward. This weekend's cup tie at Chelsea comes 8 months into the Hughes reign.
I said at the beginning of the year, it'd be a season of maybe a little bit of transition, a little bit up and down on occasions. Sometimes we'd excel, other times we'd disappoint ourselves, and it's been a little bit like that.
Some of us are a bit underwhelmed. People were thinking of maybe Poyet or Martinez, who were never going to come. Some fans didn't want him at all, so I think the jury's probably still out on Mark Hughes, although the type and style of football we're playing is very different to Tony Pulis's and more entertaining.
Well, we're passing the ball on the floor more. We want to be less one-dimensional, if that's the right phrase, in terms of our play. We want to get our full-backs forward, we want to get them wide and high if we can, and then obviously the other players need to be creative in that final third, which is the key area of the field.
Some matches have been infinitely better, some matches have been horrendous. It's a mix and match. We're very much a Jekyll and Hyde team at the moment. If things don't click, then we look quite vulnerable.
These statistics suggest Hughes is making progress at Stoke. Only Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City and Newcastle average fewer long passes in the Premier League. But there are still aspects of his team that need addressing.
We probably haven't got 15, 20 goal strikers because they cost significant amounts of money, so we're not in a position to go into the market to get one of them. But what we have a decent spread of goals throughout the team. Peter Crouch has played for the most part and been really a focal point for our attacks. Charlie Adams chipping in the goals, and that's important for us.
I think when Charlie Adams is your top scorer, then you really got to look at bringing somebody in.
In his quest for goals, Hughes has turned to Swedish striker John Guidetti. The loanee from Manchester City could be handed a first start at Chelsea.
We've afforded him an opportunity. It's up to him to try and break through, but he's a little bit different. He's a good player technically. If you can get him in the right areas, then he'll take chances.
It was as a striker that Hughes made his mark on the FA Cup, winning 4 finals as a player.
The FA Cup over the years has been very good to me as a player. When I first broke through into the Manchester United team, I was able to win a cup final, but as I was still making my way up the steps, unfortunately the cup had been handed over to Brian Robson. He'd already put it over his head, so I missed it. So I made a vow, if I ever got back, I would make sure I was up the front. So if you look at the finals they're involved in after that, you'll find invariably it's the captain, the goalie, and then me.
Mark Hughes must now mastermind another famous cup win, back at his former club this weekend.
I think I signed on the same day as Ruud Gullit, and in subsequent years played with Luca Vialli and Gianfranco Zola, and top players started to come to the club. It was a good time for me, so I really enjoyed going back there.
I'm expecting them to give as good as they can. I don't think Mark Hughes ever sends out a side that he doesn't think is capable of competing.
It's a competition I enjoy, and when we're involved, then we'll do our utmost to try and progress.
Obviously it's going to be a tremendous task for Stoke to do well, but after things have happened, you know, we got to a cup final not so long ago and we'd like to do it again.
It's a big test for us. We're away from home, so it's not going to be easy, but we're looking forward to it. It's the FA Cup.